Good day, everyone. So today is the 23rd of April, and it's going to be our trading session today. So just for insight at 8:30, orange folder news for an unemployment claim, which is definitely something new because it's usually red folders. But yeah, that was definitely an orange folder. We barely had any impact from that. So honestly, I'm going to be waiting for the 9:45 onwards. So I'm preferring trading past 9:45 unless we have really good manipulation and patty swing for the day. So it's actually going to mark out our levels, but I am leading. Actually, I'm in the middle right now because I'm where we're respecting this 15 minute. But for me, conditions, if we just disrespect what happened to our signal, make a difficulties over there. I don't know what happened. Our signal. I'm not in my usual spot. It's actually weaker here. With that rate, market open, I am leading bullish. Now, because honestly, as I said, my condition was this until 15-minute gap. I mean, it's not unfilled anymore. But we swept the 15-minute intermediate low with an SMT because the ES didn't take it out, still impacting it. And we have equal high, yes, which was over here. So relatively equal highs because we have this high over here. So we're gonna have to look at the 15 minute. It is, fairly equal. We also have to take note of this 15-minute gap that we're currently delivering from. So we have a 15-minute gap on ES. We have a 15-minute gap on NQ. We don't. So I'm gonna take note of this 15 minutes because this bullish SMT might just out of context and the main context is giving us a bearish SMT out of this central 15-minute gap. But with how the price is moving, I'm gonna remain chill. ES is so bullish. NQ is doing nothing. So I'll be honest with you. So I'm gonna still mark this out just in case, but I'm leading bearish right now with how NQ is moving. That was like a resweep of maybe this high right here. Okay. I would rather see like a resweep with this high. Yes, just being bullish right now. To see how we react from this 15 minute. If this 15 minute just get ran through, this is gonna be an obvious long. It's really gonna be a long. So initial conditions definitely gonna happen. I guess we like to look at this LR here, get reswept, but mechanically we're struggling to go lower from this 30 minute. Yep. But again, I'm still really chill right now. As I said, I am looking for trades on the dime, past the 9:45. Just mark this 5 minute. You can have a receipt with this high, good, or maybe a receipt with this low in order to go higher. It's also good. So I'm gonna just chill out here, guys. We're really nothing much at the moment, but we're currently rejecting from the still 15 minute to see if we can actually have a better shot to solve that. But yeah, pretty much, guys, my conditions right now after trading. It's only two things, obviously. You have to just take a long or take a short. But if this until 15-minute gap just becomes a manipulation, which it can be, this becomes a manipulation, gives us an SMT, certificate. But honestly, I would rather see a resweep. If we're gonna be bearish, I would rather see a resweep. And on that resweep, maybe yes. Mm, honestly, I'm half-hearted at this point. I'm just really gonna wait for what makes sense. But conditions, I'd rather see a resweep with a really strong displacement to the outside, like extremely strong space to the downside. Because if not, I would see this like high, equal high getting taken out, filling like imbalance in order to go higher. Because now, if that happens, we take this high and ES remains bullish. That just means that we want this equal highs to be taken out by ES and take out this previous high. I think it's previously high. Yeah, take out this previously high as our liquidity for the day. And no, maybe not. I'm tweaking it. Previously high. That's too far off. Only this last liquidity is out of the high. So yeah, let's see if this 15 SMT would be the game here. But with how the price is looking, there's a huge probability that we can just sweep this, go down to an inefficiency, and go higher. But no, I'm not a market maker. I only respond and act on what the market presents to me. Okay, I'm smart this 15. I already know. There's a 3 minute here, so guys, so just okay. So currently in bullish right now. By the way, this is not trade that I've taken. said, I'm anticipating this might take this high and go lower, but I wanted like just a better for value gap, to this, but it's still pretty good. But if I was here, I would already stop that and break even, because I would go break even fairly quickly, because I know that we're gonna 3 minute. But yeah, I took this high, so I was here. I'd go and break even, and maybe that's how I break even. But it's not a trade guide. Um, I would personally take it works great. I don't really mind if it's something that I would take day to day, any time of the day, and like see it like a like it. So yeah, it's pretty much a half hour now. I'm just really waiting for the news, so it will come on in about 4 minutes. So there's still more room to the upside, and if we're gonna be truly bullish, then we'd maybe retrace with like a 5 minute gap. Yeah, so another 5 minute gap. I will open up like in the next 3.5 minutes, and then flush higher, probably if we're truly bullish. But if not, we can just create more, liquidity to the upside. So yeah, it's almost 9.5 right now to see what this be my. If I did take the trade on the day already, but it's hypothetical. Doesn't really make sense ever, but let's see what we do. Hopefully not so bad with internet connection to the point that I'm not really gonna look for yes as long as he has this five packs. Last year would be good if presented a really strong placement from this 5 minute. So let's see. Because if we take this until 5 minutes, we'll take this more this until 2 minute gap. Yes, until 5 minute though. That doesn't really matter. If we can have some, are we not gonna have any inversions? I would like take it if we have one. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I'm definitely want to take a thing here, but if it's not presented, it is what it is. I think that the only chance I would be able to stay this long is if I had access to a 15-second version. I mean, a 15-second time frame. To buy side liquidity, we still have previously high. Maybe about it still go up, it's previously high. But basically, what this did, literally, if I was on this trade, I would be the guys that are crashing out right now. Like, imagine longing here, just holding for TP, break even. We have this closure here. I mean, you won't necessarily be break even, but what if you trade? Those kind of things. But if I was actually, I'm not gonna be break even here. It depends because for me, it really depends on market conditions on whether I'll go break even just on the wick, sort of tap that level, or if you get a kind of club, sure, over that level. So it depends. Beautiful displacement, but honestly, no, I do believe 15-second inversion that is just so nasty that there's no dodge you can take. Like I feel like that 15-second we like would be right here, like this, then maybe right here, and just take a really chill. I'll just be done in the day type of trade. And if me, I'm get make 12 in the day, so there's more like this. Beautiful if that's the case, but no insights. Beautiful, beautiful. Literally called this one now. I feel like pretty much everything happened to the day on the day. You said, yeah, I would want to see some sort of like this and really strong displacement, but if we don't get it, I do believe we're just gonna have an up, a retrace, and go higher. What did happen? We took these four highs that made it very strong, but that wick this fair value gap went higher. I think what happened. I'd rather see people like go higher, accumulate pyramid, and have the money later instead of this suddenly more fluent structure. right? And it's a little choppy, I'm not gonna lie. And then, personally, if we have a 5 minute, I'm just gonna just randomly enter, just hit the 5 minute. But even if I don't see any sort of 15 or 30 second, I would just take it. But since we didn't, the 3 minute close on this one, so I find it risky. But if you really have so convictions, if you already had an SMD, well, if you have access, I think might have told you that, but for me, you'll have access on it. So from this point on, we can definitely have shorts. But these both eyes are definitely bugging me a little. If we're gonna take this, I'm gonna go break even so early. So I cannot take it. Honestly, I could. Honestly, bro, I could. Yeah, I'm gonna target this. Where's my fail? There you go. Give me the fail. I'm in here, guys. And just go TP on, I think. Yeah, just until 5 minutes. Over here. Right here. That's just a 1 day. Just be done in the day. Be done in the day. This network connection is something else. I can get stopped with how the price is looking. Not gonna lie. But we're just lagging the whole time. This would definitely stop loss. We still have this hot here, but if I was, really looking, yes, I'm never gonna take this short. But looking at NQ, let's get too short. I guess. Got it. I'm gonna let this trade be. Just minutes. Good. Above percent of the day. But if it goes direction, I might add more positions if get the site CASP on this next candle. If you can have a CASD, take it. Let's see. We can break even at this low maybe. Since it's a intermediate low. We're gonna add positions here if this looks good. I'm not gonna be able to. It's gonna be risky to decide. Yeah, I'm just gonna be risky. I mean, initially my loss was sec. Put it properly, so the journal is pretty as well. Serious right now. Or we're gonna have the CASD now. We are it's just same entity. It's not CASD. It's CASD guys and add contracts there. Nope, we didn't have it. Local put in that one. So as soon as we sweep this low, I guess, we'll break even. Or does it break even? Currently, um, curious when we have when we have a strong displacement to be downside. Currently, there Wait a second, I'm just gonna do this a little journal properly because I do all the journaling trades. This video is a form of journal as well, even slightly deeper. Actually, I'm gonna do it if I don't really want to see the price go there. So I'm just like risking not really much here. Actually, I'll be here pretty soon. Yeah, right there. So we just had the CIS team and risking more and could have had a no, there is currently the risk. So I risk when we had a strong swing to the downside. Alright, it guys. Beautiful placement. That's how it should be. Alright. Take a screenshot of this for our journal. All this mark is 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna be going to the pit. So not sufficient risk there. And I'm just well, this is a new account. If I remember if you touch my past video, this one is a new account and I'm trying to follow this 35% with what 35 offers right now, so I don't have a max of 1200 limit. Had it short, but I only risk technically like I risk 1 minute pretty much, and yeah, it was starting under risk. It's out my risk. Usually it was just 101 or thing, but if as I said here, in de-risk, I was planning to add more context when we had this post here on this channel, but I preferably wanted to see CISD over here, like a training delivery. So we didn't have it. So I didn't have the active position because if I did, I would win 1200 this day. But again, winning day is a winning day. So I'll be home today, guys. We're currently on technically a streak right now. Because if we would look back on our journals, I had this local probability error and also there's also no trade that I think it didn't even show up on. It doesn't show up on one days because I think it's like no use days. So I'm just out. Here I actually had a short here, but I took it in the wrong account. But it was a short. I posted it on my past videos. We can look back on that. So currently here, quick short. Done the next one trade. Just one two shorts. I mean, two trades here. A break even and a win. How many hours is this? I'm up 2 hours on this. I don't know. I think this one's 2 hours as well. Yeah, 2 something hours. So closer to up to like 5 hours right now. Then I was up 1 hour today, so it's like 6 hours. This day I got 3%. So I mean 6%. Like I'm currently on a hot win streak. But yeah, we had this here when I got back from sick. Then this one is just crashed out on this day, but currently on a hot win streak right now. It's really have that winning attitude. It's really chill, fine setups. And yeah, it's gonna continue this. And we're actually lower now. So